Welcome, welcome. It's been a while since I've gone on this channel to talk about something. And today I want to talk about a new topic that has been on my mind recently because I feel like it's been tangential to what I've been dealing with a lot recently, which is I have a huge fear of bad things happening to me. Things that are out of my control that are very bad. When I say bad, I don't mean just like, oh, a video doesn't do well. I'm talking like death. Things that are so incredibly scary and permanent happening randomly. You know, I had a dream this morning or a nightmare this morning that my dog got attacked by sheep. Sounds so weird saying it out loud, but it doesn't even make sense. There's no sheep in my house or area, but I had a dream that my dog got attacked in cold blood, murdered by sheep. Again, such a random thing with no evidence whatsoever, but I thought my world would be rocked if I lost somebody that I loved. And I'm so afraid of some random situation happening that could take somebody away. Because it's not easy, it's not fun, and it changes your whole world. And most importantly, it's not something that you can easily control because of how incredibly catastrophic that possibility is. And at the same time, I realized there's a lot of good things I wish for in the same capacity. A damsel in distress mentality of something to sweep me off my feet and change my life. I hope randomly a song or a video is a hit song or hit video and, takes suddenly a miracle moment and I get some sort of overnight success. Finally, the success I've been waiting for from a moment. So positively and negatively, I find ways to look for these nearly impossible and catastrophically powerful situations to get me out of my situation. There's some that I want, like success, and there's some that I don't want, like death. But regardless, I realized that through this, as a human being, I am incredibly powerless. And that sounds very nihilistic, but before you go with that mentality, let me explain a little bit of what I mean when that human beings are powerless. These are both situations of me randomly getting success and or randomly getting the girl of my dreams like approaching me or something like that, or someone dying. These are both situations out of my control that I'm wishing for that, even though are unlikely, are possible. And to a large degree, our situations, our environments, circumstances outside of our control do shape a lot of the results, the specific results of our lives. Like if very tragic things happens, it can be out of your control and you can be unable to prevent that. And because of that, you get dealt with, your whole world gets rocked by something out of your control. If randomly a song you put out takes off, your life could change. And it was a stroke of luck, a case that was out of your control, but changed your life, right? And you do have agency in both things that I've listed, but at the same time, sometimes the world is bigger than you. And whether it chooses to favor you, neutrally accept you, which is in most cases, or punish you, is out of your control. But what I realize is humans are powerless within circumstances. You cannot will a specific result to happen within the realm of time. You cannot be like, this thing will magically happen by this date. You cannot will things into existence at a certain time. This Saturday, I will do, this Saturday, this will happen. This Saturday, this girl will go up to me, ask me out at the Starbucks coffee shop. You cannot will. I don't care about what kumbaya manifestation bullshit people are telling you, but you cannot will specific circumstances. There's a lot of people that sit there and they're they're in the hospital praying for somebody to make it out of a situation alive, and they don't. Isn't that manifestation? Yes, it is. Did it work? No. Because you cannot, even with the power of being a human being, will specific situations into existence within the realm of time. But you can eventually reach results through the passing of time. So I'm afraid of some crazy result to happen that will change my life and have enough agency to, at least. I'm not in control of that, and that can happen to me positively or negatively, but I am not in control of that. The only thing I'm in control of is the war, is the long-term thing. I cannot win or lose the battles. I cannot choose that sometimes. Sometimes the battles that I fight as a human being are bigger than me. I cannot win or lose them, but I can win the war. And I can win the war by staying in the game and by slowly getting to my result regardless of the situations. But human beings, even though we're very powerful, we need to understand we are powerless within the definition of time. We're powerless within a moment in time. That's what I'm saying. We're powerless within moments of time, but we are powerful within the passage of time. So if you're going to try to will something into existence, make something happen, if you're scared about things happening to you like I am, your fear is not going to get you closer to what you want. You can try to prepare for moments, but most moments are out of our control, but our journey isn't. Our journey isn't, and if we prepare enough, we might be able to beat the moments in our lives, and we might be able to will a little bit of the moments in our lives in our favor. But if we take advantage of time and focus on where we can cause the most meaningful change in our life, positively or negatively, it's time. If we focus on things that we can do to win the long-term battles in our lives, that's where we exercise true control. Because we cannot change moments. We cannot will moments into our existence. So I go back to my fear that I'm going to lose someone. I go back to my fear of grief. I go back to my fear of all these things. And I say to myself, I can't change that. Whatever will happen in those areas will happen. And I also have a fear of falling off. Will I fall off as a creator? Same thing. I can't change that. I'm going to cancel a session real quick that I have because this talk is going over time. There's your little fourth wall break of something. Give me a sec. I'm going to cancel that. Yeah. I cannot change specific circumstances because some circumstances are bigger than me. I want to succeed in music. I will succeed in music. But I cannot force this video to be the one that takes off. I want to be in a relationship. I will be in a relationship. But I cannot force this specific girl to like me. I don't want something to happen, a catastrophe to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And that will be out of my control. But I only can control how I adapt to it. Because I can control the passage of time. I cannot control moments in time. So take that with what you will. But I think that is the thing we really need to understand. This helps put privilege, helps put luck, helps put all these other concepts in a different context that makes more sense. The reason why human beings are able to succeed even while being powerless is because they understand how powerful their control gets with the passage of time. And they utilize the passage of time to do good things that create positive change. On the other hand, flip side, addiction. Addiction is something that negatively impacts you and is consistently done within time. And that is something that is not a one-moment causation. That is more, you have more power in changing than a one-moment thing. So focus on actions you can create and do within the passage of time because they will eventually yield the results that you want. That is the first one of February.